Welcome to Fabulously Flawed, where the perfectly imperfect come to shine. Marni, along with her sensational sidekick Taylor, are the mother-daughter duo that puts the fun in dysfunction. Every episode, we unpack the chaos of mental health while sprinkling in the sass of pop culture. We're here to share stories, laughs, and lessons that remind you to embrace your quirks and to never, ever let anyone dull your sparkle. So join us as we celebrate the beauty of being fabulously flawed. Let's get real, let's get raw, and let's get ready to add a little extra shimmer to your day.
Hey, fabulous friends. How's everybody doing? And I always say that, and then I presume fabulous or a teeny bit of fabulousness going on within you.
Some is better than none.
Exactly. I am your host, Marni, and thank you for joining us on Fabulously Flawed. I am joined by my delicious, delightful, dazzling. Let's do it over. Okay. My delicious, darling, dazzling, dainty daughter, Taylor.
Hello, beautiful people.
Oh my gosh. You don't understand. We are having the best time doing this that I was telling Brianna yesterday, Bri, Cosmo, Guillermo girl, all the same thing.
All her nicknames.
That with the minute we start, you light up like a Christmas tree.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yep. The minute I push record, you light up.
I think it's because I truly love what I do. I truly love what I do. And as we've progressed with this, I've gotten so much more feedback, and it makes me just, want to keep doing this. So like the more I do, the more,
consistency creates confidence.
Yeah, yes, true. The more I kind of just love it more every time.
Me too. It's amazing. And so this episode we're calling Know Your Worth and Add Taxes.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
You don't understand. I cannot handle when I see these beautiful, because all women are beautiful. We're all beautiful. Allowing themselves to settle for breadcrumbs. No, you deserve a French loaf of bread, a baguette, not a crumb. You need the baguette, Belle.
From the best bakery in Paris, too.
To all the Belles out there, oh, well, he finally texts me back. So yay, now I think, or whatever it may be, women settle for so little when you need to be put up on a pedestal. And
please don't settle. Take it from someone who's been settling her whole entire life, and I am only 24, so that may sound silly.
It sounds, well, what you're trying to say is you get so flattered that they like me, done. Okay, perfect. There's a lot more to the checklist than, wow, they're interested in me. Because sorry, ladies, but dudes, all they are thinking with is their little other head. That is it, and they will say anything and do anything. Its actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
And I get so sad when I see girls, just not billions of people on this earth, billions. And if one doesn't like this, you meet someone, you go out and they don't like you. It is what it is. There's one less person in the world. But to allow our personalities and our feelings to be affected over what someone, if they're interested in us or not, it's ridiculous. And across the universe, I see young girls that I talk to doing this, and it breaks my heart.
Like me.
Oh, no, you've gotten so much better, Tay.
I have. I'm going to give myself some credit, but it's still a big work in progress.
Well, then here's the thing. Then maybe you need to take a break.
I know.
Maybe you're not ready to date right now.
I knew you were going to say that, and I knew it was coming.
Every cat knows their kittens.
See, I thought I was ready to date because I did just go through this whole physical and emotional transformation. The physical transformation definitely prompted the emotional transformation.
Correct.
So I thought I was ready to finally put myself out there, and I have. Oh my God, my friends are like amazed truly at how many dates I go on. I'm not like, on a date every single night. That's not what I mean.
No. But now that you finally put your picture out there, you're getting responses where a year ago you wouldn't have had the confidence to. Totally get it.
Exactly. And, I just have, 5-6 dates in the last few months or whatever. Nothing crazy, but a good amount. And I don't think I'm stable enough yet for rejection. Now, let me...
No. Go. I'm not going to interrupt.
Because I know that when a guy tells you he's not or tells you he's not interested in you, it's their loss and it shouldn't affect you. But it affects me. And I want to get to a place where it doesn't affect me so that I could go on these dates and not even care if I ever see them again or not. Like, I just don't even want to care. But I got to get to that place first.
I'm going to I think I've said this episodes back. Your life is a Thanksgiving dinner. You are the turkey, the stuffing, the potatoes, the sweet potatoes. The dude might be a slice of pie if you want it, a sliver, not even a piece of pie.
Just the whipped cream on the pie.
Exactly. I'm going to keep it G-rated and keep it as whipped cream because I know people. That's where my mind is in the gutter.
Your mind just went to a 13-year-old boy.
Yes. Because
like, no, 13-year-old boy is in the way they think, not
exactly.
No, I meant whipped cream on the pie as just like they're just like the very last touch
thing, or the cherry on the top of your sundae. Because I observed two equally beautiful women. We were out for dinner somewhere, and I was just staring into space like I normally do. And this two equally gorgeous women were at the bar, and you could see one just had more of a confidence about her, and the other one was the more pitiful one, just by their body language. And
ooh, pitiful. That's a harsh word.
Well, you know what? It was kind of she was more flirty, kind of more trying to get guys' attention, looking around.
Okay.
More. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Not just.
So desperate?
More desperate. Thank you. That's the word.
Okay.
And I guess a guy could see the desperation on the one girl.
They can.
He went beeline for the one that was like the desperate one.
No, men, they see confidence. Confidence is the best quality you could have. It is the sexiest thing that a woman can, I mean, men too, but we're talking about women right now. The sexiest thing a woman can have.
I am a Playboy model then.
Thank you. Confidence. And
Did you get my joke?
No, what did you say?
Because you said the sexiest thing a woman could do is be confident. So I said, I'm a Playboy model then.
Oh, I love that. You are. Yes,
okay.
you are. You're on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Love it. You go, confidence being sexy.
But I know that guys can see confidence. And once you have that confidence down, girl, any guy, would be just lucky to be in your presence because you're so awesome and badass. You're so confident and cool.
Okay, I don't mean to be graphic and gross. But
oh, God.
No. But I'm looking at this hole in the wall, and it made me realize that a dude would put his inside that, okay?
We know.
So while we're all being our weirdness, you just need a person that is the same fun or appreciates your kind of weird. And we are very intimidating women. Yes, intimidating because of our confidence, but
I am, very outgoing, extroverted.
And most people are not, Tay.
No, most people are not. That is correct.
When you see a bear in the woods, what do? You run.
Yeah.
Except Daddy would say, well, you're supposed to freeze.
I know.
Okay. But with this analogy, when you see a bear, you run.
Right.
We, without drinking, without anything, our everyday personalities are bears, and people are like, whoa, we're a lot. Especially me. Not even, you're my little version.
I'm a little more chill than you, yeah.
But people are not used to our kind of
exuberance. Is that the word to use?
Zhuzh. I'm going to say zhuzh.
Okay. Yeah.
And so when you now are dating, most people are like this. They have zhuzh. We have zhuzh. So when you're in the world of zhuzh, you can't appreciate and understand the zhuzh. So so you and all these girls listening, I want you to stop focusing on when is my love story going to happen. I'm ready, universe. Okay.
It's just, no, I know.
Taylor,
do.
Pick a year out of my life. Pick 1 year from 1970 to present day, and I could tell you something so tragic, but I'm sitting here with you laughing about the drama I have gone through, and I wouldn't be here. So pick a year.
No, listen. And you know what? I do want to give myself credit because while I do still get affected by how a guy treats me, not as much as in the past. Like I said, work in progress. But also I do truly, genuinely, with my whole heart and soul, have full trust in the universe and that what is meant for me will never pass me by. But so I know that, always in the back of my mind, but sometimes it's not always at the front of my mind.
Nobody likes rejection, okay? Whether, you have an actor talking about they've gone on 5,000 auditions and they finally get one. Rejection's a part of life. It is just the Pac-Man game. You go, beep, 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 pellet, 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 and then you keep going. But look at I mean, look all around you at the people you've met, the classes you've taken, the places you've gone, the experiences. They were just life in motion happening. And that's when stuff happens. When you look for something, it's not going to be there.
I know.
There are women.
And I fear I'm looking too hard.
Of course you are. It's like, please take that magnifying glass and I'm going to direct you to start looking at other things. And it's not going to be a Hinge profile because it is the internet. Do we not say it's fake book? What makes Hinge any different?
Well, the thing is, you don't understand. You don't understand. I'm almost like getting defensive as if I created Hinge.
It's okay.
You're not part of my generation. Hinge is extremely, extremely popular. Every single person is on Hinge. Almost every single person in their 20s.
But see, here's the thing. You're not living your life to its fullest. And when you get home at night, let me scroll on Hinge. You are making Hinge your world. And I'm not going to allow that. It's really starting to bother me because there's more for you. When you go out in the world, when you're holding your microphone, talking to dudes, whether it's at a country club, talking to golfers, or if you're at the mall or wherever, you being Taylor, somebody's going to say, wow, she's in my zhuzh world. He's not going to be a zh.
I know.
But you have to, we all want a love story. We all are in love with the idea of being in love.
That's for sure. And I've said this before that a lot of my friends, a lot of them, like I have, my group of camp girls.
Yep.
Like
all knew who you are.
Like,
G70 to G55.
Like 80% of them have boyfriends, and I am not jealous of my friends. I am so over the moon happy. So they know how happy I am for them, but I'm envious. It's because I hear about it all the time, and I see it. I'm sorry, sue me.
No. That's not what I'm saying. You kind of took a time out from life, let's say for about 2.5 years. So your journey and everyone else's journey.
I know.
No. You were not out there in the world. You're just now putting your toe in the friggin' water of the dating world. And, even if you go on one date with someone and it's great, have you traveled with them? Do you know what their mood is like? Do you know their favorite foods? Do you know anything about them? Like, you're complete who you are. You are not complete if you have a dude.
No, I know that. Trust me. I know that. I know that I am so amazing. I have people tell me, and I don't even need outside validation. I know in my heart how amazing I am.
I cheered so loudly for you that you didn't need anyone else's cheers in life. Ooh.
And you'll always, I love that. And you'll always be, and you'll always be my biggest cheerleader. And, I'm so thankful and grateful to have you guiding me like that. I just, yeah, I think I need to take a break.
Here's the thing. I'm going to give you an example. When women would go to infertility clinics, also moms that have done in vitro have been there, done that too. So I always like to throw in, if you don't think I've been through it, I have been through it. And doctors would say, just give it a rest. Stop forcing when you want to have the baby, because the universe is up there laughing, going, it's not planned yet. Little baby Jane isn't ready to be there yet.
Kind of exactly. I'm just going to interrupt really quickly. What just happened to Kourtney Kardashian? She was trying IVF. Like, it was IVF or die. Like, she was trying so hard for that baby. But as soon as she stopped all the fertility treatments, she got pregnant naturally.
Of course, because the universe had a plan. And most women will tell you when they stop forcing it. Do you know how many people adopt and they get pregnant the next month?
So many.
And I'm so happy for them because
of course, yeah.
When I make it like it's so easy in this 5.5 year journey I've been on and healing and everything. I make it so easy.
Has been anything but easy.
Oh, it has not been easy, but I am able to now know whatever's meant to be. If my best friend Taylor Swift called me and said, Marni, I wanted you to be at my show because I love that you're spreading mental health and letting the Swifties over 50s out there know they're fabulous. Taylor, can you hear me? No. But where were we going with it?
You were talking about this like letting people know they're fabulous, if Taylor Swift.
I know, that was just throwing that in there, but we were talking about that. Oh, I trust the universe. Even if she said, Marni, I'm sending my plane for you. Travis is going to pick you up. And then they called me 1 minute before and canceled. What would I say?
Was it meant to be? Oh, you've used this analogy before, a few episodes back or something.
Okay, with my best friend Taylor?
Well, no, just you said if like Oprah or something, if you were supposed to get on a plane to see Oprah.
You know what? Taylor is my new Oprah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you used her in place of Oprah, which is, you've been using Oprah for
since birth.
Ever.
Oh my God, that's like singing
Taylor
The
Swift.
Wizard and I.
Yeah.
Once I meet, I used to put in the words, I swear to God, Miss Winfrey instead of
Yes,
The
you
Wizard,
did.
remember?
Yes, you
when
did.
I would perform, if any of my other Ozian friends are out there, toss. And
Jen Miller, she would understand.
Oh, Jen, duh.
You know she
Oh my
loves
God.
Wicked.
Okay, Jen, this is for you. And she is going to appreciate the anxiety dance that I'm going to do.
Oh,
she
yeah,
gets
I'm
it.
sure.
She gets it with my Fosse.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Of course she
I
knows
love
all
you,
about
Jen.
that. Yeah, we love you, Jen.
You know what? I'm going to tell you I love her because my first purchase I got from someone I knew
Was Jen.
Uh-huh.
When
I
she
love
got
you.
the pillows, I remember.
I love you. I'm giving you a big hug right now.
I love that I get to shout out my friends and all the awesome things they do for
I'm doing
me,
my
for
pose,
us,
I'm
for
doing
them.
my Dancing with the Stars up in the air, holding the egg pose, holding the egg with my arms.
You can't see her, but she did it quite well.
Yep, 11 years ago
Was the gala?
was the gala when I wore that tiny little thing that these professional dancers wore on America's Got Talent, hot pink fringe the size of my computer, basically. And the first night I met them, I was like, I can wear that pink thing at the end of this. They're like, we'll see. And my body transformed at 43.
Yes,
Oh.
you were a badass. You were rehearsing
Fuck, yeah.
in that. And that is kind of tying into the know your worth and add taxes. Like I just feel like it's just like you knew, you were like.
Oh, I was the only one. I hired Sean for every day to train and
like
dance.
you knew you were like this shit, so you made yourself this shit.
They were the Miami All-Stars. This wasn't like we're in the middle of like Pahokee nowhere. Like this is Miami. This is disco Dancing with the Stars, sexy, and they gave me samba. And Bruno would be looking at, is it Bruno?
Oh yeah, Bruno.
Bruno would be saying, Marni, bring the fabulous. It was flawed, but you're still fabulous.
I know. I love that so much. One day Bruno will be saying that to you.
Look, nobody can, nobody is a disco ball more than me. And when somebody said, I'm sorry you didn't win, I was like, no, I won. Look at what the fuck I did out there.
Just because you didn't get a little trophy from some charity
because
event.
of the JCC politics.
Yeah, right? Like, come on, please. I think
But to this day, I don't mean to go.
No, that's okay.
To this day, when I hear Boogie Wonderland and that part when Anne Marie, the most gorgeous goddess, when Eric lifted her up and twirled her around in her white fringe sequence.
You talk about that moment all the time.
You know what? It took my breath away. It took my
That's your
breath
Roman
away.
Empire. Do you know what that thing is? The
No.
Roman Empire? Wait, you haven't seen that trend?
No.
As someone who's always on Instagram and okay, so let me tell you really quick. Someone's Roman Empire is just like something they kind of constantly think about. It could have been a
Well, constantly think about it only when I bring it up.
Okay.
I don't walk around saying,
No.
can we put on Boogie Wonderland to think of Anne Marie?
Okay, true. It's more of just like, I guess, an event that's just like you haven't forgotten. Like you have
certain
brought,
things.
no, I'm telling you, Mom, it's low key like part of your Roman Empire. Maybe it's not your whole
Do you know
empire, but
why?
it's part of
Because-
it because you talk about it.
Do you know what? There are very few moments in my life. I didn't get a prom. I didn't get a graduate. I didn't have a graduation. I'm not saying it pity party, cry me a
Right,
river.
you're explaining
I'm
why.
saying I never had, like, I did have a wedding to Dean my first time, but
You had quite a grand wedding too.
it was spectacular. Wayside.
Yeah,
It really
I know
was.
maybe you weren't truly in love with the groom.
Or really mentally
Stable, yeah.
but it was spectacular. But I wasn't in the mindset of like a bride.
I know.
So all of these moments, so to be able to have, and there's not many things I've been good at. I sell myself short. I'm good at a lot of things.
Oh my God, you're so talented.
But I grew up thinking I was like klutzy and frizzy and
I know.
messy. So to be able to
Know your worth, Mommy.
no,
Taxes.
see, exactly. I never did. So
Yeah.
when I figured out this routine, and you're doing J-Lo and Pitbull, and remember I Zumba'd every day as well.
Mhm.
So when I am rehearsing and I'm already coordinated and have rhythm, watching this from day one until dance night, those 2 months, the glory I was in, remember I was walking around in this white chiffon dress all night, and then all of a sudden they're like Marni and Sean in this hot pink spray tanned Barbie doll walks out.
Yep. I was so proud of you. And I know Tamara said it wasn't her favorite moment watching me jump up at the end, seeing so excited for you. One of my mom's old friends said that.
In fact, Blake just got out, retired from the Navy. So thank you for your service, Blake Krause. I love you.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is his
thank
mom,
you.
Tamara, who said the best part of that night was watching you jump up when I was done.
I was so proud of you. It was my turn. I mean, you know, I danced my whole life, and my mom has watched me, you know, for like almost 10 years, was at every single performance, every function, and it was my turn to return the favor.
And look, I'm at the David Posnack JCC. We're in Fort Lauderdale, but again, it was the Miami All-Stars in this routine. If I do something, again, there's no middle. So people are like, I'll dance from 6 to 7 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Learn the routine. Not me.
No,
I went.
You were in that studio for
every day.
Like what, 3-4 hours, 5 times a week?
Like 2.5 hours, like 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And I remember I could not learn samba roll, but someone on DTWS will. DWTS.
You were close. And I wish that I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm like a huge, massive fan of Dancing with the Stars. I wasn't until 2018.
Which sucks, because you imagine watching me rehearse. Yes. You know what, though? You would have said to me, open, mom, lift the arm.
I would have been in the studio with you I was in school. I forget I was 13, but when I could have, I would have been there with you, making sure you nailed that fucking samba roll, because that is the hardest.
So hard.
The contestants, it's like a known thing that you don't put the samba roll in the routine if your celebrity partner cannot do
Sean, it took 3 hours on a Saturday for him to say, okay, we're not going to do the samba roll.
No samba roll. That is hysterical. I really wish I was a fan of Dancing with the Stars back then. I would have appreciated your craft so much more.
When Kathleen, who was Sean's best friend, and they were also dance partners within the troupe, she would say, do it juicier, like circle your hips more. And I'm
sure you were I'm just like picturing you like trying to circle your hips and really doing it, but you didn't need the samba roll to be a fabulous superstar. So you were such a superstar.
It was my routine when he flipped me up in the air, and lifts, they look harder than they are. Like when I first saw that, and I was like, I'm doing that, and he's like, do you trust me? And he was strong, and I'm okay. And when we did those lifts, both of them, when he flipped me up,
so sick. You're like this 40-year-old suburban
doing
mom.
like a backwards cartwheel in the air with this dress. I'm basically
epic.
half naked.
No, you were literally half naked. 43 years old.
It was the best.
Literally mom by day and samba dancer by night.
No, it brought out my inner showgirl, whatever I was in that first life. I don't know, but it came out that night. So to go back to what you were saying. Yes, that night was my prom, my wedding, my graduation, my family function, my bat mitzvah. Mm-hmm. It was
good. I'm glad that you got it.
Right?
You got something. A lot of people miss their prom and graduation and don't always get to make it up in some way, but you did.
And it was so funny.
With that samba routine.
My friend Cheryl, we were at your birthday, your 13th birthday, your not mitzvah.
Yes.
And she
that
saw
is
me
a bat mitzvah without the service.
Without the service. We just didn't do the Hebrew school, but we sure as hell were partying.
Oh,
when you
yes,
turned
we
13.
were. I was actually talking about that last night with someone.
Really?
Yeah.
It was the best from 3 to 7, which makes sense with my hours. I didn't want to wait all day, and I don't like daytime. So when you got there, it was cool, but when you left, it was dark.
No,
so
3 to 7 is a great time for parties, because by like 2-3 o'clock, everyone's fidgety. They're like, they know they have the event tonight. They just want to get there.
It's the most.
And then once 10 o'clock hits, that's when people start getting tired.
Oh no! Remember that bar mitzvah we went to that the cocktail hour was like almost 2 hours?
Yes. A little brutal. If you're planning an event, don't make cocktail hour more than 1 hour. That's why it's called cocktail hour, not cocktail hours.
But that event, it changed me.
And I think that, and this is
but I stayed true to who I was in a neighborhood where I was queen judge, and nobody.
It was a very vanilla environment, for sure. And you were the hot pink.
Sprinkles, cotton candy flavor. That's overflowing from the machine.
Yes, on the plain vanilla cake. And you guys, if you are presented with an opportunity that would make you feel so good about yourself, even if you're scared, this is kind of going back to our stepping out of your comfort zone. Know your worth. Do it, babe. Do it. Do that cool, hard, interesting, unique, weird thing.
If you're the best shuffleboarder and someone says, come to our shuffleboard tournament, don't be like, oh my God, what are my friends going to think? I'm
please go and shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard
your heart out. Yes. shuffleboard till you die.
Like everyone I've met in my life, Tay, has always been by me being me. When I, started my acting lessons, when I first met Lisa at our commercial class, and then the actors through the years, and then when I became a casting director, just Marni being Marni, hanging out with TR, Paul, and Anthony, and those were my people. I didn't fake, I want to go to the country club. No, I was like cracking my ass up. And then my being Marni, I'm the best talent agent, or the best agency, the Green Agency, with my actors. I mean, Marni by being Marni, but I didn't know my worth.
I know.
Because they said, what do you want to get paid?
Maybe subconsciously you did know your worth. Oh, wait, because they said, what do you want to get paid? And you were like...
I undersold myself because I was like, I'm going to pay you guys to let me work here.
I know, because you're so nice and you still do that
I know,
today.
I would. I know.
Nothing's changed in the last 25 years. Not like that, because that's so funny you say that, because I know my mom obviously quite well, and that is
every cat knows her kitten,
and every kitten knows her cat, and that is exactly what you would do today.
Yep. So it's funny. Even when we owned a thrift store, I could not go there anymore because I would watch women with their children.
I know, and you would just give the stuff,
and
for
I would
free.
say, just take it, and then Daddy would watch from the little computer, saying, "What is she doing?"
I know.
But it's like they were looking for shirts for a nickel.
I know.
How could I not take
stuff?
You have
My favorite thing about my mother is her heart.
Pure gold.
She can be a crazy psycho bitch.
Oh, I am a reactive. I will go for your jugular and I can cut you.
Oh, she's made me cry, but she's made me smile a lot more. And seeing her compassion and kindness, I've been self-taught, and you have taught me to be compassionate and kind. And I know that so many people lack that because I interact with many people, and a lot of them lack a lot of compassion and empathy. So I'm just grateful that I had a mother who passed that on to me, because being compassionate and empathizing and sympathizing with people
you feel good.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of things that aren't right or wrong. It's the right thing to do. There is literally no world in which being kind, compassionate, and having empathy and sympathy for someone is wrong. If you're not doing it, you're wrong. You're very wrong.
The other day, we were walking into Macy's, and there was a little boy standing outside collecting money for his football team, and it was maybe 100 degrees outside.
Oh my God! If you're not in South Florida and you don't know about this scorching heat wave we've been having, it's brutal.
It was so hot, and we were walking in, and he wants to know if I wanted to buy a candy bar, and I don't, but I always give money.
Right? Yeah.
So I didn't think we had anything, and then you were like, wait. So I was like, oh, you go give him the 20 and tell him we don't want
I thought we didn't have cash on us, and then I look in my purse when we get outside, I'm like, oh shit, I have a 20.
There isn't one time where I would see some kid that is standing in the street, the sun, even some lady behind me, I didn't know, once said, well, it may not go for the football team. I go, I don't care if they go to Burger King. I don't care what it goes for.
I don't care if it went. He needed the money if he's out there. I know people are so fucking rude. So mean and have no empathy and compassion for a lot of people.
You know where they do have, but we come from that. Like, really quick story. And that's how I knew Brianna was my other daughter. We did a lemonade stand, and this was at a time where Kmart was doing the layaways. People would have toys on layaway, and strangers would come in and pay for their toys. And then Kmart stopped, but we had made a collection, and I think I added to it. So I said, let's just go to Walmart, use our vibes to see who could use something.
Right.
And we saw this little boy. He wanted to get a toy, and the mom said no, they couldn't afford it. So we went up.
I'm going to cry again.
Remember? And we gave her whatever it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she just was looking, am I being punked? Is this a joke? And she hugged us so tight, and you and Brianna were crying.
You're making me cry again. I'm just
You're hormonal. It's okay.
No, it's that. And I'm just I'm thinking about that, and just how grateful
blessed
I am.
Yep.
And how blessed I am that I'm able to give back.
I believe God has blessed us so we can bless others.
Of course.
I believe that with all my heart.
Yeah. I don't want to make this a sobbing session, and we're about to wrap it up anyway. But
you know what? It showed me when Brianna was 10 years old that little girl, she had at her heart. The two of you.
Oh yeah, Bree is so on board with us with that and everything. She just gets us. She does. And
you hear that, Cosmo Cat? She gets it. She's laughing. But two things I want to talk about. If you want to feel good, Florida is starting to get really expensive down here in Miami.
Oh,
South
ridiculous.
Florida.
They're robbing us.
Okay, but if you go to North Florida, you could go to Live Oak, Florida, which is now an up and coming, which used to be completely rural, been here since the 1800s, just an old-fashioned
it's getting
city.
a little more urban-y.
So if you want to get your land, build your house, not have to worry about living on top of people for a reasonable way of life.
Or traffic on I-95 heading southbound.
Oh, gosh.
Or northbound too. But,
contact, Swanee developers, inbox us.
Yeah, anything we say on here, guys, whether it's talking about a story from 1980 or something current, please never hesitate to reach out to us. I'd happily give you my number if you want to talk like that. You know where to find us on Instagram, TikTok, DM us. We are always here for you in any of your needs.
And if you really want to go the extra mile and feel good, check out our store on Etsy.
It's coming. Fabulously Flawed, 2ds.net.
Our products are amazing. Like right now, I'm holding on top of me my Olivia Benson blanket. Mm-hmm. What would Olivia Benson do?
Yeah.
I don't know. What would she do?
Taylor Swift. She might know.
Well, you know what? When I'm having lunch with Taylor, she'll invite Mariska to come.
Perfect.
And that way I could be with my queens. Then she'll say to me, Marni, I didn't want to be rude and intrusive, but do you mind if Ellen joins us Pompeo?
I guess we could squeeze her in.
You know what? Today I'm having a good luck day. Sure. Let's have her too. So
I love it. You're funny.
I know. And then obviously she'll say Carrie Bradshaw next, Sarah Jessica Parker. But that's a whole different episode. My worship to SJP Queen.
Anyway.
Queen SJP. No, do not interrupt the Queen SJP.
I'm sorry.
I'm manifesting a moment right now.
Okay, I'll let you do your thing in 3,
I'm done.
2, 1. Perfect.
Okay, so guys, keep sparkling.
And please, I'm talking to myself here too. Know your worth and add taxes, all of the taxes, every tax in the
most
world.
Expensive state you could go to that adds the most
add
taxes.
the taxes, please.
Never let anyone burst your bubble. Never let anyone take away that smile. Keep radiating that sunshine. Stay fabulous and sending so much love and so much peace. Bye. Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Fabulously Flawed. Remember, we drop new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday, so be sure to subscribe and never miss a moment of this dazzling duo. Craving more sparkle? Head over to fabulouslyflawed.com for exclusive content, episode archives, and more. And don't forget to check out Fabulously Flawed on Etsy for tons of amazing products that are sure to brighten your day. Be sure to follow us on socials to keep the conversation going and become a part of our Fabulously Flawed family. Until then, keep embracing your beautiful imperfections and remember, never let anyone dull your sparkle.